In the crisp autumn of 2025, a chilling sequence of deliberate fires targeted properties deeply tied to the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, causing ripples of unease to spread through the corridors of Westminster and echo within communities across the nation. For True Crime Stories with Ethics UK USA, this case is approached with unwavering rigour and profound respect, maintaining steadfastly that sensationalism ought not to exploit the victims or prejudice the defendants. We undertake this investigation with unrelenting determination and profound esteem, upholding the dignity of everyone caught in the crossfire, while keeping the privacy of every individual involved in the unfolding events carefully in question, meticulously examining the complex intersection of politics, national security, and the diligent pursuit of justice. As we unravel the events unfolding, we aim to make the human impact of these attacks clear. This impact includes the many frightened residents displaced by the intensity of smoke and flames, as well as the suspects navigating a high-stakes legal process. As we delve deeper into this complex case, our intention is to promote thoughtful dialogue about the delicate balance that exists between protecting public figures and upholding the values of a democratic society.
The first incident struck on the evening of May 8th in Kentish Town, a vibrant, leafy neighborhood in North London. A silver Toyota RAV4, once registered in Starmer's name and parked just meters from his former private home, was doused in a flammable accelerant and set ablaze. Firefighters raced to the scene within minutes, their sirens cutting through the quiet evening, and contained the blaze before it could spread to adjacent terraced houses, though the vehicle was reduced to a charred shell. Witnesses later recalled seeing two men in dark hooded clothing fleeing the area, but their descriptions were frustratingly vague, offering little concrete lead for investigators. 4 days later, at approximately 2:30 a.m. on May 11th, flames erupted violently at the entrance of a mid-rise apartment building in Islington, where Starmer had lived with his wife and children in the early 2000s. A 72-year-old resident, asleep on the ground floor, was pulled to safety by firefighters and treated in hospital for smoke inhalation, leaving her traumatized and temporarily homeless. Forensic teams discovered clear evidence of forced entry and residual accelerant at the building's doorway, confirming the fire was no accident. The very next morning, May 12th, emergency services responded to a third blaze at Starmer's current but rented-out home in North London, a property he had vacated in 2024 after winning the general election and relocating to 10 Downing Street. Flames gutted the wooden front door and blackened the porch, but thankfully, no one was inside. The coordinated, nighttime pattern of attacks, targeting sites with personal, not official, links to the Prime Minister, led police to classify the case as a deliberate and targeted act of violence. In the wake of the deadly terrorist attack that occurred within a week of the final fire, Metropolitan Police counterterrorism officers, diligently employing a mixture of surveillance footage and witness leads, managed to make 3 significant arrests. The suspects, all aged between 21 and 34, were identified as 21-year-old Ukrainian Roman Lavrinovic, 26-year-old Ukrainian-Romanian Stanislav Karpiuk, and 34-year-old Ukrainian Petro Pachinok. All 3 individuals were promptly charged with the heinous crimes of arson with intent to endanger life and conspiracy to commit arson. Notably, all 3 had been living in the UK on temporary work visas. Furthermore, it was later revealed that they had no previously known criminal records, thereby adding an intriguing layer of mystery to the dark allegations against them. In January 2026, a 5th man, aged just 19, was arrested in Birmingham in connection with the horrific plot. However, he was released under strict investigation as detectives persisted in gathering substantial amounts of evidence. The trial is projected to commence on April 27, 2026, at London's esteemed Old Bailey, one of the UK's most historic and highly regarded criminal courts. All defendants have yet to plead guilty. Their legal teams have expressed numerous concerns regarding the reliability of eyewitness testimony, citing the extremely chaotic nature and darkness of the incidents that unfolded. This has led them to raise serious concerns about the potential for prejudicial media coverage to unjustly taint the very integrity of the jury pool. In conclusion, despite the overwhelming evidence leading investigators towards the trio, there remains a notable lack of concrete information regarding the motives behind the heinous crimes. However, that will not deter the Metropolitan Police Force in their pursuit of justice and fervently seeking justice for the victims and their families. The case has evoked an intensely public, divisive debate, in which opinions have been strongly contrasted and numerous pressing questions have been raised about security, society, and the role of counterterrorism units. Initially, counterterrorism units were entrusted with this investigation, and various unverified speculations persisted in Whitehall, ranging from the possibility of hostile state activity involving Iran and Russia to other less consistent claims. In a strongly impassioned speech delivered to the House of Commons, Starmer referred to the fires as an intentional attack on democracy itself, calling upon the government to devise stronger security protocols specifically for elected officials and their immediate families. In opposition to these views, the conservative leader, Kemi Badenoch, condemned the acts of violence as completely unacceptable and as acts of cowardice. He urged cautious caution in dismissing the possibility of motive so as not to escalate tensions unnecessarily. While critics have also been quick to draw connections between the incident and growing immigration-related tension in the UK, some tabloid media outlets have been guilty of exploiting the suspect's nationality with the aim of stirring up division and fear. Consultative legal experts have also weighed in on the critical necessity of strike a balance between transparency and the fundamental principles of fair trial. They emphasize that any premature conclusions or unfairly biased reporting could have the potential to jeopardize the integrity of the ongoing proceedings and undermine public trust in the justice system. As the trial approaches on the horizon, several critical questions remain unanswered. What was the underlying driving force behind the alleged conspiracy? Political grievance, foreign interference, or a personal malicious intent? Was it specifically foreign actors involved, or could it be an act of domestic extremism? How can society effectively protect elected officials from any potential harm without significantly eroding the fundamental civil liberties and democratic openness that hold true within the United Kingdom? For True Crime Stories with Ethics UK USA, we will continue to remain steadfastly committed to covering this case with an unwavering level of integrity, prioritizing the verification of facts above all else, and placing the human stories at the heart of the narrative. From your perspective, what ethical angle seems to deserve the most attention? The delicate balance between national security and individual freedoms, or the potential risk of bias in the media landscape and the quest for justice? For more true crime stories, you can visit our channel every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, where we bring you a new story with a fresh update at 4 p.m. UK time and 11 a.m. US time. If you are interested, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon for notifications, share our content, and leave your comments.